Welcome to the case study series by Skilled MBA. Today's case, EcoTrend, explores the ambitious entry of Ceramica Industrial Trend S.A.K. into Peru's emerging market for eco-friendly products. At the heart of this story is entrepreneur José Luis Galindo, who wants to build on his company's reputation in ceramic bathroom fixtures to launch a sustainable line of toilets. Founded by José Luis Galindo, Trend is known for high-quality one-piece toilets, with strength in process efficiency and skilled labor. Galindo's deep industry experience spans over 3 decades and includes leadership roles in top Peruvian firms. Now, the company is planning to launch EcoTrend, a new line of ecological toilets with water-saving capabilities and environmentally conscious design. The challenge? Determining whether Peru's green consumer base is large, credible, and profitable enough to support this move. This case helps us explore the growth potential of green consumerism in emerging markets like Peru, how to apply marketing and strategic analysis tools to assess a new product, how SMEs like Trend can manage risk while diversifying into sustainable innovation, what makes green marketing effective, and what pitfalls to avoid. Let's begin by understanding the roots of Ceramica Industrial Trend S.A.C., founded by José Luis Galindo. With over 30 years of experience in Peru's ceramic bathroom fixtures industry, Galindo has held leadership positions in 3 prominent companies before establishing Trend. His deep industry expertise helped him develop a company known for exceptional craftsmanship and manufacturing standards, especially in the one-piece toilet category. Trend's distinct advantage lies in its production processes and skilled labor training, which have earned it a strong reputation in the local market. Now, the company is taking a bold step forward with a new initiative, EcoTrend. EcoTrend is more than just a product line. It's an ecological transformation. The product features water-saving and eco-conscious designs, intended to serve a growing but still uncertain green consumer segment in Peru. This case dives into 4 critical themes, each central to launching a sustainable product in a developing market. Green consumer behavior. We examine willingness to pay and real consumer intent. Are people in Peru ready to make environmentally informed choices, or is it still just an aspirational idea? Market feasibility and analysis. There's a tension between what research says people want and what they actually purchase. We explore the disconnect and the distribution challenges Trend may face. Strategic positioning. Can Trend position EcoTrend as an eco-luxury or mass-market innovation? It must stand out while staying relatable and affordable. New product launch risks. Finally, we consider the risks. Operational complexity, high material costs, and demand uncertainty. How can Trend balance innovation with commercial viability? Together, these themes frame a compelling narrative around sustainability, strategy, and emerging market entrepreneurship. Strengths: founder's deep industry experience, trusted brand in bathroom fixtures, strong production and training processes. Weaknesses: limited data on green product demand, potentially higher costs for eco-materials, low public awareness of environmental certifications, opportunities, government support for water conservation, rising eco-awareness among Peruvian youth, first-mover advantage in green toilets. Threats: low consumer willingness to pay established competitors with cheaper offerings, uncertain market demand for new tech features. Political: water conservation is gaining policy traction, but incentives for eco-products are still limited. Economic: income growth is uneven. Mid-market consumers are cost-conscious. Social: an eco-conscious middle class is emerging, but culture still favors practical value. Technological: water-saving technologies are available, but cost more to implement. Environmental: Peru faces growing water scarcity, driving urgency for resource-efficient fixtures. Legal: eco-labeling laws are weak, leading to greenwashing and consumer confusion. Competitive rivalry. High. Conventional toilets dominate. Priced competitively. Threat of new entrants. Moderate. Eco segment still open, but likely to attract new players. Threat of substitutes. High. Low-tech toilets with minor modifications exist. Buyer power. High. Contractors and bulk buyers seek discounts. Supplier power. Medium. Eco-friendly materials may cost more and be harder to source. EcoTrend must make a clear choice. Target niche premium buyers who want advanced water-saving features and will pay more. OR target mass market, offering modest eco-benefits at accessible price points. Each path impacts design, pricing, and marketing. The key is to align the product with consumer expectations and price tolerance. EcoTrend must stand out through advanced water-saving design, tangible benefits, not just promises. Green certifications, build trust and signal authenticity. High craftsmanship, consistent with Trend's brand reputation. Appealing design, match modern home aesthetics with ecological intent. This blend of form and function is critical for attracting early adopters. As Trend prepares to enter Peru's eco-conscious market with its EcoTrend toilet line, the questions of market viability and pricing strategy take center stage. Let's begin with market viability. The first challenge is to determine whether consumer interest in green products is truly deep enough to justify a major investment in a specialized eco-friendly line. Are consumer surveys enough, or is further market validation needed? Another key concern: how do we accurately gauge the size and purchasing power of Peru's environmentally aware consumer segment? What indicators, income levels, urbanization, education, can tell us whether this market is ready to support a premium eco product? Now let's shift to the price-value equation. EcoTrend products likely come with higher production costs, driven by specialized technologies and sustainable materials. So, the big question becomes, how can Trend price competitively without compromising profitability? Can the market bear a premium for eco-friendly features? If so, what value proposition must Trend craft to make that premium feel worth it? Should the messaging vary across segments, from affluent urban homeowners to budget-conscious developers? These questions challenge us to think deeply about how value is perceived, not just created. The answers could determine whether EcoTrend remains a niche experiment or becomes a market-leading innovation in Peru's sustainable future. In this segment of the case, we zoom in on the strategic decisions and inherent risks surrounding EcoTrend's market entry. First, the market entry strategy. Should Trend focus initially on niche segments like eco-conscious builders or high-end real estate developers, or aim for broad market adoption from the outset? This question is key to defining the speed and scale of the launch. Do you start focused and expand, or go wide and test traction across segments? Next, differentiation and positioning. How can José Luis Galindo and his team build a compelling brand story that resonates with consumers? The narrative must emphasize water conservation and environmental responsibility, but also stand apart from generic bathroom fixtures. The right positioning can turn a utility product into a lifestyle choice. Then comes risk management. What happens if the green consumer segment in Peru remains small or grows slowly? What if pricing or education barriers prevent traction? Trend must be prepared to pivot both production and marketing approaches in response to early signals. Finally, we examine long-term opportunities. Could EcoTrend serve as a launchpad for regional expansion or inspire a wider portfolio of ecological fixtures? What kinds of partnerships or R&D investments could accelerate this vision? These strategic questions aren't just about toilets. They're about navigating uncertainty, growth, and impact in a fast-evolving market. Strategy option pros cons. Broad launch positions brand as pioneer, high risk, large capital outlay, phased rollout, test and learn with lower investment, slower brand momentum, partnerships, boosts credibility, and shared cost risk of dependency or diluted messaging, hybrid line. Flexible, appeals to mid-tier markets, may weaken clarity of EcoTrend's eco-positioning. Regional expansion. Neighboring Latin American markets with similar water scarcity issues present strong potential. Developed market export. Europe and North America may offer higher price tolerance, but require investment in certifications, logistics, and distribution. Scalability considerations. Trend must explore strategic alliances, contract manufacturing, and carbon-efficient logistics to support growth. In this slide, we explore the nuanced dynamics of environmental consumerism in emerging markets, using Peru as a contextual anchor. We start with growing awareness. Peruvian consumers are showing an increasing interest in environmentally conscious lifestyles. This awareness is a critical precursor to green product adoption, but it doesn't always translate directly into action. That brings us to the attitude-behavior gap. There's often a disconnect between consumers' stated environmental concerns and their actual purchasing behavior. This gap reflects hesitation driven by other priorities, price, convenience, or unfamiliarity. Price sensitivity is another major factor. Eco-friendly products are often perceived as more expensive, and in cost-conscious markets, this can significantly limit consumers' willingness to pay a premium, regardless of their values. Next, we look at the importance of consumer education. To overcome skepticism and drive adoption, marketing must clearly communicate the tangible benefits of eco-products: health, durability, long-term savings, or social impact. Ultimately, the slide underscores this insight. Even if interest in green products is growing, behavioral shifts lag behind. Success depends on feasibility testing and a flexible go-to-market strategy that meets the consumer where they are, economically, emotionally, and culturally. This slide presents 4 key teaching insights from the EcoTrend case, making it a rich resource for classroom discussion and strategic analysis. 1. Strategic tool application. The case invites students to apply frameworks like SWOT, PESTLE, and Porter's 5 forces to assess the external and internal factors affecting green product launches. These tools become highly practical when tied to real-world innovation decisions. 2. Niche versus mass market. A recurring theme: should EcoTrend go niche or scale broad? Success depends on how well Trend can position, price, and promote its product across both premium and price-sensitive consumer segments. This invites a layered market segmentation conversation. 3. Risk and first-mover concerns. EcoTrend carries the first-mover burden: high R&D, unproven demand, and uncertain return. This point invites students to think through the trade-offs of being early to market in a volatile yet opportunity-rich landscape. 4. Entrepreneurial leadership. Finally, José Luis Galindo's entrepreneurial leadership is a key case driver. His deep industry experience adds credibility, but navigating a green transition in an emerging economy also demands agility, empathy, and a vision that balances idealism with market realities. These takeaways encourage students to connect strategic theory with entrepreneurial execution, especially in the context of sustainable innovation. Thank you for engaging with EcoTrend, Navigating Green Consumer Markets in Peru, presented as part of the case study series by Skilled MBA. This case reminds us that building sustainable product lines in emerging markets requires more than green intent. It demands rigorous feasibility analysis, deep consumer insight, and adaptive go-to-market strategies.